dear dancers, you see that El Gato has a different hairstyle and Elvira and me are wearing different outfits. That means we were traveling extensively and we took some time before recording the exercise segment. But we did not forget about it. So,
it's time for us to offer you some exercises for your personal practice, and we are going to practice some material that we were teaching you in the Nuevo method 3.
yes, so these are not easy to practice. The reason for that is you need someone or something to hold on to, because most of the material was based on the off-axis principle. So that's why we have me here. I will be a live stand instead of the barre. Elvira will hold on to me and she will show you ladies how to practice fearlessly to create the sensation of hanging or colgada, and then develop trust when your partner leads these type of ideas.
Exactly, we are going to practice our expansional movement.
So here we go, first exercises. What would you like to offer, Elvira?
Well, Michael is going to help me with this exercise, and just stand supporting me, and I'm going to start dancing ochos forward, and at some point when I'm in the middle of the step, I'm going to go out of my axis into colgada, and I'm going to finish my ocho with planeo and come back to my axis. And again, ocho, ocho, and let's try on the other side. I'm moving to the middle of the step, and then my axis is going to travel away from my partner, and I'm going to draw a beautiful planeo and come back to my axis when I'm collecting my feet.
Something to say about this exercise. First of all, I am not holding on to Elvira. She's holding on to me to develop a sense of connection that has to be part of the female technique. Now, also, I am not trying to lead this exercise. I am just there assisting. You can see when Elvira is ready to go from a normal on-axis position to off-axis, or so-called colgada, I am flexing my knees and providing the counterbalance. You can see that I'm pulling a little bit with my tailbone, with my hips to counterbalance, and when she's completing, maybe I'm just helping a little bit to recover, but I'm not really trying to lead it, because this will ruin the entire idea. She needs to be able to go into colgada and out of colgada, holding on to something or somebody without any assistance at first.
And now let's look closely what's going to happen with my movement. When I'm in the middle of the step, both of my legs are straight as you see. And when I'm about to move forward and out of my axis, my front leg's knee is going to bend as much as my heel is going up as well. Why? Because the next movement is the pivot. It will help me to pivot more easily. And now let's practice it with the music.
You can see Elvira is dancing nice and slow. There is no pressure to dance on a certain beat or to go faster. And I am also keeping my elbows flexed. And Elvira manipulates her elbow from stretching a little more to flexing it, but never fully stretching the arms, because once you fully stretch the arms, you lose the control and connection.
we are going to practice some heroes with the partner, but not in the usual way. I'm going to dance the hero behind my partner.
For that, I am going to close my feet to make my base very small. So in a usual hero exercise, a lady would step backward, open step and forward step in front of the leader. Right now, Elvira will do exactly the same, starting with a backward step, going behind my back, as if we were dancing in doble frente style. So I'm just gonna wait for her here.
I'm standing on the right side from my partner and I'm going to start it with the right leg. Back, side, front. And at the end, I'm going to pivot and go back, starting with the left leg. Pivot and starting with the right. You can see I'm using my partner to turn, but not so much. Just showing him that I'm on this side now. And now on this side. You can see, as in a usual hero, my upper body is always following my partner.
And as Elvira dances this exercise, she can start on her own with my center facing straight. And as she begins to dance this exercise, little by little, I will engage my torso and I will play along, meeting her and turning with her to meet her on the other side. So I am anticipating the movement of meeting my partner and also initiating the reversal of the movement. I initiate and I turn to meet her before she arrives. I initiate and I catch her before she arrives. This will help you to improvise with this type of movement. So essentially Elvira is dancing a revolving pivot, a rigote, but not on a double time. Just nice and slow to be able to stay balanced before you reverse the direction. Can we make a full turn out of this exercise?
Of course.
Let's see how that looks. Once again, I'm just standing there, allowing Elvira to pass in front of me.
My upper body follows my partner, and I'm going to step in front of him in the open step. Turn and continue. Back, side, front, open step and over. 2, 3.
And at some point, we can reverse the direction and go in the other side. So, turning counterclockwise. It's a perfect exercise for a lazy leader. If you don't feel like doing much, you just stand there next to your partner, drink your cup of coffee, and she goes circles and circles around you. Well, we are going to demonstrate this exercise with a beat of Carlos Di Sarli, very steady and strong, not to be missed. Even though we're dancing Tango Nuevo, it doesn't mean we cannot use the traditional metronome style music. This will help you to orient yourself in the song later on. Please, Elvira, I'll be just standing here.
And I'm going to offer you this order: medio giro, and the full giro. 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4. Full time. 1, full beat, and for the pivot or for the step, also full beat.
Medio giro.
1, 2, 3.
And
1,
full giro.
2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and full giro. 2, 3, 4. Great. And then we are switching the side.
I'm going to now accompany Elvira in medio giro or full giro.
6, 7, and 1. And 1. And full giro. One. Medio giro. And full giro. One. One. And full giro. Great.
I look like I'm working so hard. Whew.
You do. And this exercise I'm going to offer you now will help you and will add some fun to your turn in soltada. For that, we are going to stand like this, a little bit diagonal, turning our upper body to our imaginary partner, and I'm going to stand back with my left and turn my upper body away from my partner, as is happening in soltada. And I'm going to pivot on my left leg until I'm turning with my upper body back to my partner. And then I'm going to finish pivot with my lower body. And go back to the place I started the exercise. And I start over with my left leg. I step back, I extend my right leg, turn my upper body away from my partner. First, just my upper body. And then my lower body is going to join until I turn back to my partner, and then only a pivot and the movement of my lower body. Step forward. One more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Look, when I'm stepping back, I already start to turn my upper body. Collect, step forward, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the other side, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Important technical things to pay attention to is your standing foot when you're pivoting. When I'm pivoting on my standing leg, I'm going to actively push my standing heel forward in order to end up in a comfortable position for the next step. I'm pushing my right heel forward to end up in slightly turned out position. So my step forward is very easy and comfortable. Let's try on the other side. I'm pushing my left heel forward actively, and now also. And again, step back, upper body, push my heel forward, 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 and once again forward, step forward. And we're going to expand this exercise and add the movement of the free leg. I'm going to step back, and now when my upper body is turning away from my partner, the free leg is going to dance a boleo to the open side. It's a little bit unusual because usually we dance boleo to the closed side, away from our partner, and the upper body to the partner. This time, my leg and my upper body are traveling to the same direction. What's important here that my hips are not rushed to turn with my free leg. As you see, this. You can start practicing practicing this first, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to dance a bolero with my right leg and pivot at the same time and collect. Step forward, step back, upper body and the free leg, and then pivot, upper body to my partner, back bolero position, and collect my feet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 What's important here is that my leg is pointing to this direction. Now, on the second move, my knee is keeping pointing that direction. And when I turn my upper body and I turn my hips, my leg is still pointing to the same direction. And then I collect and step to the same direction. And now Michael and I are going to show you even more advanced version of this exercise, because we are dancing saltadas a lot. It's good to practice on your own to improve your balance, but sometimes it's important to practice with your partner to establish a good connection in these interesting exercises.
Yes, of course. It's important to remember that this exercise comes from the idea of the element that we taught in the third part, when the leader is using a back sacada on the back cross of the lady to go into the turn of the lady, assisting the turn with the movement of my arm. So I'm securing and I'm guiding the turn. Yes? If we do it fast, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3. You can see I'm also walking around Elvira, which helps to stabilize the movement, because there is too much dynamic movement in her body. If I try to stop, it will be uncomfortable for the lady. Now, with all that said, let's slow it down and let's analyze only what happens with her movement once again.
So I'm turning my upper body away from my partner, dancing forward bolero, and then back bolero. And why I said it's more advanced version is because I'm going to dance one more bolero forward at the end of the movement.
Because it's nice to finish the movement with something that will stop the turning action. Usually the front bolero will stop the turning action and help us to reverse the movement. So now we can say we were turning to the left, and after using the front bolero as a sort of a block of the turn, we can now start turning to the right or clockwise. Once again, yes?
Yes.
From another angle. So one more thing to pay attention to is when I am guiding the turn, you can see Elvira is very clear about making this loop type of movement that goes around her head, and her elbows is tucked down, which later helps me to turn her into the position of the bolero, and then the finale is quite easy.